Have you ever considered gratitude a transformative strategic tool in your professional portfolio? Often we perceive gratitude merely as giving thanks, and it's much, much more. It's a strategic tool that can reshape, redefine, reinvent our professional and personal journey. And so I want to talk about it from a different perspective today, because I believe that by intentionally practicing gratitude, we're not just expressing thanks, we're actively shaping our mindset. We're strengthening our resolve, and we're matching up our actions in sync with our goals and our values. And I believe this practice of being grateful goes beyond appreciation. It really can catalyze, spur growth and impact, particularly for legacy building. And so you might ask me, Dr. Geneva, why does this matter? When we're navigating those transitions in life, I'm talking about new job, new career, moving, loss of a loved one, being in an empty nest, not too quite sure what the next steps are, whatever them transitions are. Gratitude affirmations can really be an emotional anchor. And you know what else? When you practice gratitude and you reflect on your accomplishments while you're being grateful, they counteract feelings of being undervalued. And by being grateful for our past achievements and speaking it and focusing on it, this awakens confidence and self-worth because it helps us remember how bad we are. And for those, I'm sure everybody knows that bad is not the opposite of good. It is real good. When I say bad, it's real, real good. And gratitude also shifts the focus from anxiety about the future to hope in the present. And it can help build that resolve, resilience that we often need to face uncertainty by giving us a boost, a shot of optimism. And when we practice gratitude with others and we share our gratitude practices, this helps foster community and meaningful connections, particularly if we're going through some isolating times when we feel alone. And I use gratitude techniques and talking about gratitude in my coaching and my consulting with leaders of organizations because it helps validate my clients and the leaders' emotions during the challenging transitions and events that they're facing, while igniting purpose and vision. So it helps give leaders going through stressful times that emotional release, stepping aside, thinking about being grateful. It gives them that emotional release because they need it, because being a leader requires that you're in the modality of igniting purpose and vision. And so this thought-provoking approach and perspective that I want to lay out about gratitude all around us, I think, helps us feel valued, uplifted, motivated to pursue life's challenges, new beginnings, and the things that face us. So for those of you I haven't had a chance to meet yet, leadership expert, been doing this work for over 40 years, running organizations, raising millions of dollars for community and business causes, leading community initiatives. And my work today centers around helping leaders grow and create even greater impact as they work through their personal and life transitions, which always gets in the mix as you're running that business or leading that organization or heading a team at work. You are a leader, and you, as a leader, as a person, always got stuff you're going through because it's life and that's what happens. So my work centers around not only teaching leaders to grow and thrive, but to do that while navigating, going through these life transitions. And one of the um, tools that I use, one of the strategies is working with leaders to understand the value of gratitude, and how important it is. And Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving season, is a perfect time for us to pause and reflect on gratitude, rest, and personal growth. And so let's start with gratitude for a moment. Gratitude is really about appreciating. It really helps us focus on the people in our lives, our health, and the opportunities we've been given. And practicing gratitude can shift our mindset to focus less on what we lack and more on the gifts we've been given. I've been given this gift to be able to come to you every week. It just, for me, is such a joy. And I appreciate you being here. And I think this gratitude, as we practice it, it opens our eyes up to the abundance that really is all around us. Now, that's the gratitude. Now, when we talk about rest, which again goes hand in my mind, not only with gratitude, but during this Thanksgiving season. When we rest, we give our weary minds and bodies. Now, if there's a weary mind and body out there sometimes, give me a thumbs up. If sometimes, just sometimes, you got a weary mind or a weary body. But when we rest, we do give ourselves that chance to recharge, and it's important to recharge. And so, stepping away briefly from those things that we usually do gives us a fresh perspective and renews our energy with, and certainly with the busy lives that we have, rest is essential, but often neglected. So once gratitude helps us recognize what we have, and rest rejuvenates us, we create the perfect conditions for personal change. Okay, so I want to just say that one more time because this is the purpose of the conversation today. This is why I'm coming to you today to talk about, to give you a different perspective on gratitude. So so on the one hand, gratitude helps us recognize what we have, and rest rejuvenates us. And these two things, the gratitude and the rest, create the perfect conditions for the personal reinvention or change that we might want to go through. And many of us do. 92% of great majority of people are always looking for something to change. And so change, and then change is part of life because that's what happens. And so I think it's so important to know that we can create the perfect conditions for that change that we might want. The clarity and mental space that's provided by gratitude and rest allows us to reflect on our goals and values. And this is important as we think about how can we grow and focus on that growth in the coming year. Personal reinvention is about transforming our lives to reflect our dreams and desires better. And what a beautiful time to get ready for that during this holiday season with reflecting on gratitude and rest, and then getting yourself set and ready for the new year, ready for that personal growth. And if any of you want help with that, I can do that. Please go to elevatenextlevelsuccess.com. And when you get there, you'll join a group of like-minded folk, leaders, executives, entrepreneurs who want to grow and thrive and practice things like gratitude and get tips and strategies on how to do their next best. Okay. I just want you to understand that in simple terms, gratitude helps us see what's important. Rest gives us the energy to pursue it, and together they set the stage to make meaningful change in our lives. And so this Thanksgiving season is the perfect time to talk about this. And that's why I wanted to do this now. We're giving a heads up to the Thanksgiving season because I want you to think about this during the week and reflect as you're getting ready, as you're seeing loved ones, as you cooking, whatever you're doing. I'm going over to my daughter's and putting my feet under her table after years and years of doing Thanksgiving dinner. Whatever it is you're doing, this is the perfect time to, with the year wrapping up, with the Thanksgiving and holiday season right upon us, this is the time that inspires us to gaze ahead and imagine how we can become our best selves in the year to come. Let's look at the first one. I want you to take a moment to just read it. I graciously accept the gift of this holiday recess to restore and renew this sacred time of rest with my loved one recharges me with energy, passion, and purpose. I will reflect on my priorities and emerge with greater clarity, ready to reinvent myself and align with what matters most. What was your take on that? Leave a comment or two in the comments. This affirmation talks about the holiday season providing such a wonderful opportunity to rest and renew and to spend with loved ones. And it really calls out in my mind this need to pause our busy schedules and create space for rest and rejuvenation. And this restoration really clears our mind, boosts our energy, and renews our sense of purpose. And with this clarity and perspective, I believe this is what I'm taking from this affirmation. This is what I was thinking when I put these pieces together. We can reevaluate our priorities and reinvent ourselves, change the things we want to change, to focus on what is most fulfilling and meaningful in the season ahead. And so these holidays offer a special gift. Often we think about the holidays as certainly there's that gift giving that we do with others. We give gifts. We give gifts to others. But the holidays can give a special gift to us if we accept it, if we recognize it, if we take it. That special gift of rest, reflection, and revitalization, because it can empower us to refocus and rediscover our passion. None of us are ready, really. We're probably saying, listen, it's going to be the end of the year. I got things I'm tying up in my business. I've got this and that going on. I got to buy gifts. I got to get the turkey ready. Got to get the dinner. We got that, all these things ready, right? Okay, I know. But you can take a moment, just a moment, 5 minutes to just reflect. Okay, so let's get to affirmation number 2 that I wanted to leave with you. Take a moment to read. I am deeply grateful for the gift of reconnecting and sharing joy with my loved ones this holiday season. Our sacred time together nourishes, yes, nourishes me. My spirit renews my purpose and guides me toward positive change. These heartfelt bonds realign me with what matters most. Okay. So, what did you all think of that one? My takeaway and why, as I put together and thought about these words and learned from others, pulled from other affirmations, thoughts that I love to bring this to you, it really says to me that the holidays provide us with this valuable opportunity to reconnect and strengthen relationships with friends and family and people we haven't seen and spend meaningful shared experiences together. And what this does is rejuvenates our spirit and sense of belonging. And through these conversations that we can have with the ones that we want to connect with and we do connect with, and when we have these conversations in quality time, we can rediscover and reaffirm our deepest values, those things that are most important to us. And this helps bring renewed clarity of purpose and direction for ourselves today and for the upcoming year and the challenges and changes that we see for ourselves, because we know things are going to be challenging. It's okay. That's life. And we know there'll be changes. And then there are changes that we want. So having the opportunity to have deep conversations and reconnect with people and strengthen bonds with friends and family and people who give us energy, this helps rejuvenate us, our spirit, the sense of belonging, our identity, which gives us much ammunition for being able to make the journey ahead. We feel nourished by human connection. We become more compassionate and motivated to serve our clients, be with our families, work in our communities. And this holiday season spirit really does bring this togetherness that helps us realign who we are and what we think is important. So, what is your thinking about that affirmation? And all right, let's get to uh, this uh, were this affirmation that I want to leave you with. And for those of you on the replay, you can hold this on the screen, take your notes. And so what we're going to do is just take a moment to read with an open and willing heart. I embrace this holiday season as a gift of rest, joyful connections, and an opportunity for reflection and growth. This pause revitalizes me as I gather with my community. I am thankful for this sacred time to renew my spirit, contemplate, and reinvent myself with greater purpose and wisdom. Yes, love it. Love it. And so for me, this really means that this holiday season provides the perfect time to pause for restoration, reconnection, and personal growth. And we don't think about it like that. But I'm coming to you today, leaders, to say to you, bring this perspective into your into the hustle and bustle of what's going on. That in fact, as you're very intent on fixing the most fabulous Thanksgiving feast, as you've got to get that special present for your niece, as you've got to make sure those last minute numbers and statistics and data is turned in as you're winding down this last quarter business cycle, take a time, take some time to schedule in this perfect pause time because you can. So you might ask me, how do we do that? I'm going to get to that in just a minute as I hear from you, what does this last affirmation mean? And to me, the reason why I wanted to put this here, to really put it here, put it for you, is to, as we unwind from our busy schedules, we can create space for self reflection. Okay. So the quality time with loved ones and our family and community does nourish our spirit, and we feel recharged and supported. It gives us that chance to examine our lives. And if we think about the holiday season as giving, let's give ourselves the time to think about change, the change we want, how we can reinvent ourselves, the wisdom we have, and how we can use that to reach our highest potential by embracing this season as a gift for slowing down, not for ramping up. We can emerge rejuvenated, refocused, and ready to pursue meaningful goals. So, my message is that let's use these gratitude affirmations, these and the ones that you have, to not only give thanks, but to give us the opportunity to pause. And so, how can we do that? One of the ways that we can do that is you could take these 3 affirmations that I've left with you. You can get affirmations anywhere. You can write your own affirmations. And you can take 5 or 10 minutes, commit to one day a week from now until the end of the year. Something simple, something you're going to do, to take 5 or 10 minutes and read your affirmations. That act in itself, among all that's going on, will in fact center you, will help you focus on what matters, and will help you, again, be grateful, will give you a pause so that you'll rest. And together, those two can help you with the change that's about to come, because we're getting ready to get into a new year. And there's all kinds of wonderful, fabulous, challenging adventures that are before us. So that's what I wanted to bring to you. I wanted you to take that in to the Thanksgiving season. See you all enjoyed it.